Hello, my lovely watchers, and welcome back to Moonflower Tarot. And if you're watching this at the time of recording, happy holidays, happy new year. And if you're not, well, I have a message for you that might apply if it resonates about gifts, good news, any sort of abundance that might be coming in within the next few months or within the new year. And right now, at time of recording, it is December going into the New Year's. So for those watching right after this post, one thing I was told before I sat down is it's going to happen rather quickly. So it feels like before or just shortly after the New Year's, new gifts, abundance, special treats coming in during this holiday season. And now, if you're new here, I welcome you to like, comment, and subscribe if you like to see more readings like this, or alternatively, I have been delving more into Starseed angel readings. But for whatever reason you cross paths with my channel or this video, I do hope that it brings your spirits peace and joy, at least some sense of healing. And especially during a long winter like this, it feels like a lot of the collective needs light and the reassurance that everything's going to be okay. And that's definitely what I have for you right here. And so now what I'm going to do is flip over 3 cards, and these will represent 3 different blessings, gifts that are coming your way. And as I channel them and read them, I will be bringing in charms or alternate meanings as clarification, depending on who you might be and how this resonates with you. So let's get into one of the first blessings coming in. The Six of Pentacles reversed. Am I reading? No, I'm not reading reversals. Okay, with these, they don't want me to read reversals. Sometimes they come out that way. But right now, I'm being told that we're gonna just be reading that like this. Okay, the Six of Pentacles, Ten of Wands. Oh, relief of financial burdens absolutely is the first thing, very on the nose. Gifts, the coin, a paycheck, maybe something you're discovering you thought you lost or you thought you weren't going to get is coming back to you. That is, okay, so that came up the other day for me. One of the messages I received is that there is a collective shift going on, but there's also a collective karmic shift or a shift in a karmic timeline that's happening on a global scale. How do I explain this, Spirit? People are aligning with their highest purpose and regaining back what was lost. So let's say, for example, if you worked for a company and you worked a lot of hours, and for some reason you had signed a contract to get a certain amount of money, and the company did not hold up their end, that and for some reason it goes through the legal system, arbitration or whatever, and it comes back in the form of a paycheck. Like you get the back pay from the time and energy you spent that basically was denied from you. That's one example. It was very specific, so I'm not sure if that applies to one of you, but that is the best example that I think I have as far as what I've been shown. And that can be very indicative of an energetic type of back pay, where you put in amount of time and hours for work, and a company should be paying you a certain amount, but it doesn't because people can be jerks. And I'm just gonna say it. I'm from my own experience. I'm not gonna say what company I worked for, but I did work for a place where we were contractually supposed to be getting a certain amount. The company didn't uphold that So we had to kind of go through a legal system to get that back. And we did. So that's the form of like karmic inheritance abundance that seems to be coming in for you. Alternatively, it is a universal type of karmic abundance, and you know, reaping what you've sown, receiving back what you had put out into the universe, this infinite energetic system, whether it was a literal career path or just your time and energy put in a place that either did not give back in kind, or with the energy you deserve to receive back. So it's the lack of reciprocity. Another example could be relationships where you would have given too much and not received back, relationships that were one way, or environments where you put in twice as much work and effort as was given back to you. And when that happens and we're not the ones blocking receiving it, because in a lot of cases it's a matter of the person who's supposed to be paying you back just doesn't want to do it, and that happens sometimes. Energy kind of, it finds a way to recycle itself back into the system. If it doesn't come from one source, it will come from another one. Or if it's not given back fairly or properly, then that's why the whole legal system might be involved in a more like a career sort of capacity. But when we're talking about pure energy that we might be giving out and not getting back in return, that is being withheld very blatantly by another party, the universe finds a way to return that in a different way, through whatever different life circumstances, through someone just offering you something out of the blue, which might be the equivalent of what you put out and were supposed to receive back, but had not. So what I see here is your time and energy was not wasted. It's going to be paid back, most likely in the form of a dollar amount. It feels more material, that this workload, this burden is going to pay off and you're going to get an unexpected paycheck. I am going to get a charm for a clarifier. And on a collective scale, this seems to be happening more because people are standing up for themselves and seeking that justice. Let me get it clear. So I have a flower earring. Okay, so this has to do with work. I got this for one of my previous jobs. So this is connected to work and a career, or any work you did, whether it was for a job or even for, like, I'm hearing not a physical career path, energy you gave to other people, any sort of maybe even charity work or volunteering that you might need now during this time. It is going to come back to you, and all the people who might have been the ones to take from you are going to fall away or fall back, is what I'm hearing. And that's actually incredibly good news. Like, congratulations, that's amazing. Is there anything else with this? Spirit wants to know, when you receive this, don't let others take advantage of you, and definitely don't take this gift, or even, I'm hearing message, you might receive news or even confirmation about something that you had done in the past, or someone doing something wrong to you. So this could also come in the form of a message of enclosure, some sort of agreement. For some of you, it might just have to do with some sort of argument you had with another person, or a partnership that fell through in a business sense, or even just a relationship with a friend, or just this mutual bond you had with someone that was taken advantage of. But one of the things I also heard, some of you might receive a text message regarding this abundance or gift coming in. Yeah, it's like you took on this workload that was not fair to you, but it was almost demanded in a lot of ways. It took a lot for you to get through it and even forfeit some of your rights. And when the universe sees that, it knows it's not fair and it returns it to you. And it's a matter of time because you are receiving this in some way, shape, or form. And only you will know what you put out there and what wasn't given back to you fairly in your eyes or the eyes of the universe. But it is coming in for you and it's going to be amazing. The only thing hold on, I'm getting it's going to be magical for you. You know what I'm going to say? I'm getting a lot of messages and very clearly, quickly, and confidently. So it is interrupting my flow, but that's kind of a good thing. This is going to just pop out. It's going to be almost make you, it's going to be brand new information, but almost expected. It's going to come to you in a way that's just out of the blue. It feels almost electrifying and you don't really see it coming. Ooh, okay. Yeah, the best type of surprise is a surprise. uh, so that is what I'm seeing as this new gift for you. Was no, there's no. Okay, Fear wants me to move on. They're like we're gonna get through this. They're real, so they're really coming in quick and hot. Like ooh, okay. Oh my gosh, what are we doing? um, so there's a lot of intent. See, I was starting this. I love doing this. I love channeling. I started this all with the intention of let's do something light and fun. Let's talk about all the gifts and blessings you're gonna get, and then the universe comes and it's like, nah, fam, we're in for freaking karmic warfare. We're coming in hot. Like, hey, you know how these kids, this like they're coming after your schoolyard bullies. That's literally how they're making me feel. I was just like, hey, you're going to get some nice gifts. And they're like, no, you're going to tell them your angels are coming in and getting you what you freaking deserve because you deserve better than what you've been given. And we're going to be like, holy, holy, ooh. Okay, well, this took a turn. I hope you're here for the ride because I'm enjoying this. Is very, very quick energy I'm picking up on. This is okay, Archangel Michael is here. Don't worry about this death card. It just means an end of a cycle. So there might have been a lot of blockages coming in. One of the gifts you're receiving is a little bit better clarity. Actually, hold on. Let me pull a charm to clarify this Two of Swords because I'm not, like, I know it's some sort of end of a cycle or decision making, but for some reason I feel like, oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Yep, no, we have an arrowhead. Oops. Okay. Artemis just came through. So a goddess of war and wisdom is Artemis? Yeah, kind of. I think. Athena. So, but Artemis, moon goddess, guardian. This definitely, yeah, feels like an angelic arbiter, like a holy um, messenger angel, but not just messenger angel of like truth, wisdom, and cutting through the nonsense. That this was very intense. Ooh, okay, so let me just sit with this for a second. Clear and to the point. Archangel Michael, so since you seem to be coming through, did you want to say anything? I get it directly from the source. One moment. New things are coming to you in a very fast paced way. This. Okay. Michael just said something wicked this way comes. Ooh, y'all gone through it. Oh, ooh. So what is this? A gift coming in? Blessing. piercing through the veil, this discomfort you felt for so long is going to be going away soon. So are these okay? So it's okay. Michael's saying these are directly related to each other. Give me a second because this is a lot. There's a lot gonna happen coming in within the next few months to into next year. And it's nothing to be worried about. It's just I'm feeling intense energies because I'm feeling the anger of the angels and how they present themselves when they come into divine justice. Is there a way to no, just leave it at that. Okay, I'm just gonna leave it at that. This is some sort of end of a cycle. I'm hearing the phrase clockwork orange. You were convinced, brainwashed. Oh, jeez. Well, happy holidays. Welcome to my world. Michael came and was like, hey, I see that you're trying to channel something. There's some people who need to hear this. I'm like, right on. What do we have? Uh-oh. Oops. Oops. I don't know if this is gonna be able to fly, but okay. I'm afraid to say that phrase because I don't know if it's family friendly, but okay, we're gonna pop the heads off some daisies. Okay, so sometimes when you have a garden or a group of people that you've outgrown and they're kind of making you and the rest of your flower patch wilt, you kind of have to take the heads of the nutrient sucking plants off of the whole fucking sorry the bushel. We're just rolling with it. I got this intense energy. You're gonna bear witness to it, whether you like it or not. I think this is just take this as evidence of what you are going to feel when this comes in, because holy moly, this is intense and you're gonna feel it with me, my dudes. Come on for a ride. This is me, Scorpio rising and moon coming out full force, mask off. Okay, what do you have to say about this one, Michael? Because we're getting a lot of media references. Definitely media readers. What does that mean? You devour media. You take in a lot of energy and social media too. Let me just take a second because I'm being blocked from seeing what this is. You'll know what this is. You'll gain clarity in the moment when you feel what I just felt right now. Like it was like this giddiness and this excitement and a lot of like, where the heck did this come from? And it's the image I have in my head is literally, if you ever seen an image of Archangel Michael, in the final fight between him and Lucifer, it's him standing with a sword over the fallen angel and coming in to finally end it. Like, we know how this ends. We know that in the end, the universe, karmic justice wins, but in a really fascinating and almost like tumultuous way, because the people who may be in your life are not going to go down without a fight. And the universe doesn't want you to fight them. And if you've been holding back, well, what I will say is congratulations, you've done the right thing. If you walked away, if you did the right thing, if you time and time again chose not to fight, to continue to do good, and you still feel like you've been backed down into a corner, congratulations, you've already won. Because Michael comes in and is like, okay, I'm bringing the hammer of justice. We're gonna come in and I'm gonna cut everything out of your path. It coming in like Artemis, like I'm defending my brothers and sisters because something bad is happening here out of their control, and I'm ending it for them. And now this could just come in a very innocuous form. It doesn't have to be as intense as it's literally. No one's gonna die. Let me just say, unless it's your situation, my condolences, but I don't see this as being a literal, because the death card is not literal. It's an ending in your life. Something is transforming. And in this depiction, it's beautiful because that's exactly how Angel Michael is coming in. Like, you see these people who are taking from you. You see these people who are giving you no choice but to give to them in some way, shape, or form. And even if you've held back or walked away, they're finding a way to manipulate you, or finding a way to take more from you and not pay you back. Well, I'm going to come in and I'm going to end the situation. The truth is going to come to light. You're going to see the bad people for who they are. And in some way, shape, or form, you're going to see the justice, whether they are going to pay the consequences of their actions, or you're going to be rewarded or paid back with what you were owed from their actions. And whatever like emotions or trauma you faced is going to be remedied and healed and gone away, purely due to the fact of how this justice comes in. I think it's more important to realize with this gift coming in is not just the fact that you're getting that karmic abundance, you're getting what you are owed. It's how you are getting it, and seeing the people who hurt you, justifying the reasons why they did it, and then being cut down by someone or something or a situation that forces them to acknowledge that they did wrong and then give you what you deserve. And this is probably a better gift than just like this. I would say that I don't want to insert my own opinion, but in my opinion, I'm just going to say this is a better gift because of how I felt. It's like, you could have been fine without the money. The fact that these people get their comeuppance, or the situation ends in such a way that not only do you feel this catharsis, you feel this giddiness, because I felt that. And babe, that's going to be you. People out there, you're reading this, you're here. Hi, that's going to be you. What I just felt, you're going to feel that. You're listening to me. I'm trying to calm back down. You're going to feel that excitement. Okay, let's do one more. Okay. Wow. Ooh. Let me just get a clarification on these two guys. I think we're just gonna. I'm gonna straight up energy read right now. It feels like this is more of an energetic thing I have to download, because the angels came in and were like, well, okay. Because I did hear the phrase, something's going to spice up your life. Can I get one more? No, we're leaving it there. We're not getting another clarifier. Okay. I see some sort of equivalent energetic relationship. Something is coming in after you, since you, hold on one second. Okay. I heard the phrase, we're barreling down full force. This is coming in very quickly for you. There's a wave of collective energy, and Michael has been the forefront of it for some time, and that's what I'm feeling. There's a lot of paradigms we are, as a collective, shifting right now and walking away from. But more importantly, we're walking away from relationships that no longer serve us or are good for our soul. And sometimes the most painful relationships are of those we trusted dearly, who we worked with, who we gave our time and energy. Because let's just talk about friendships and just work relationships. You go into a place and you believe strongly in the mission statement of that job, or just the job itself you put all your passion into, and it did you dirty. And then you have to, I'm hearing consolidate. You have to take your wounds with you into the next position, thinking, I just wasted so much time and energy in this career that I enjoyed so much, but just was so disappointing. Like, I put so much out there and got none of it back. And I met people there along the way that I have to leave behind. And that's the type of feeling I'm getting from this. And if you're in that boat, like, oh my goodness, you have so much joy ahead of you because you left behind these relationships. Yeah, sure. You might have walked away from people who were friends, who were colleagues, who genuinely cared about you. But because there were all these other attachments to them, they couldn't walk away with you. They're still in that environment that's keeping them stuck, keeping them stagnant and from moving on. You moved on. And as a reward, and as part of Michael's telling me that, and we have more. So you guys have a lot of angels. I'm going to be honest with you. If you're aligning with these readings, you have a lot of angels. These angels usually only come through if there's like this is a very broad collective message. Archangel Raphael of healing and heart healing is with you right now. And these relationships don't have to be romantic. In fact, I'm being told they're mostly platonic and work relationships that felt disappointing to walk away from because you still might have liked them, but they can't go with you wherever you're going, especially if they still side with anyone who might have been manipulating the situation or not giving you what you needed or deserved or mistreating you. It's not that they're being bad and siding with them. It's they don't know any other way, or maybe they're just not ready to move on, or they're scared of, I need the idea of I need this job because I have nothing else. And you being one of the few people to say, yeah, this is what I have, and I might not have anything else, but I know I deserve better because what they are doing is unfair. And if going against them is going to get me to lose my job anyway, I am going to just walk away. And you leave people behind when you walk away. You leave people behind who didn't necessarily hurt you, but you might have liked. However, and this is the biggest part of this, is you are going to find those people who are going to spice up your life. And what was that? Removing blocks? Any blockages you might have had for moving on to new connections or relationships are going to be released. The catharsis you feel from those moments of realizing that you were in the right, you left, you walk away, and you realized, what was done. You value any relationship moving forward that reflects back to you what you know you deserve. Any relationship moving forward for you is going to be exactly that equal give and take. Exactly what you give into this to relationship, into a work environment is going to come back to you in any future relationship because you did this work, you prioritized yourself and you walked away. And if this is a romantic one, the same goes. It's anything you walked away from or releasing from is going to come back to you in a brighter and a new, more socially equivalent way that's healing your soul on a deep level. And the gifts of these relationships can come in the form of new people, and possibly I'm hearing old people returning back in. This might relate to this catharsis moment. For some of you, this might be like an ex-coworker, an ex-friend, or someone you knew coming back in and being like, yeah, you know what I just heard? They were doing this to us. You know how BS that is? You know how wrong that is? I'm with you. We should stand up for ourselves. And that literally sets off this, but only as it resonates. This could come in the form of someone who stayed behind as you left, coming to terms with the reason you left and being like, yeah, I know. And now I'm going to tell you what happened since you left, and everything's falling apart, and you're lucky. And now I'm out of the job because we were just going to lose our jobs anyway. And that might be, that's just a guess, and it might resonate for some of you. And I would be interested to hear that. But this could also be what this series of events might be. And these are gifts coming to you. And this also has to do with some karmic balance. And karma is just, It's neither good nor bad. It's the energy we put out into the universe coming back to us. And unfortunately, with a lot of one-sided relationships or work or experience in our lives, let's just say, it's not always given back to us, especially when the ego of the person or the situation we're giving to gets in the way. And we're seeing that happen a lot with work. We're seeing that happen a lot in the companies where people are being uh, not basically paid what they're owed. As a species, we need to be able to maintain ourselves on this planet. And if we have a system put in place that is marked by getting money and we're not paid that, we can't survive. So really, this is something that is going to balance out on a global scale eventually, because the angels are coming in and they're saying knock it off to the people who are making these rules, and it's going to happen slowly over time. But this feels like in your own personal life there's almost a domino cascade effect of one thing leading to another, and the one thing that starts that is you finally walking away, or you have walked away, and now this is a result. Something that you have already set in motion is coming back to you in a very real way, in a very good way, in a type of karmic way that is setting things right for you, setting things to balance, like a net zero, because you gave and you lost a lot. So, what the universe wants to do is give that back to you. And sometimes, if you've been giving your whole life, that's not going to be repaid in one lump sum. It's going to be repaid over time. And you're going to feel that because your life is going to be abundant during that time. It's like if someone wins the lottery and they're given the option of, well, do you want to get the lump sum or do you want to get a monthly payment? Basically, what you're getting is almost like a settlement from the universe, but they're giving it to you in a monthly repayment, so to speak. You're getting it in increments, and your life is going to feel like, oh, I'm suddenly lucky, oh, I'm suddenly abundant. No, you were putting in the work. You were denied it, and that's not right. And this is Archangel Michael's fury. That's him right there. Listen to my voice. I'm channeling him. He not happy. Like, I've channeled him before when he's mad. He loves you guys. Like, literally, there's so much love here. That's what I want to say too. These angels, they got your back. They freaking love you. And the more you step aside and let them do their job, and the more you continue to love and put that out there, they're so grateful to you. You're fighting their battles for them on this planet. Let them do this for you. And that's what Michael has to say to you. And I'm just tearing up right now. Like, these angels are filled with so much love. And you have that capacity to love, and you've been taken for granted, and that's not right. And I am so sorry, but know that this guy Michael, he freaking loves you, and he's got your back. The universe has your back. You're getting this. This is the most beautiful gift you're getting, is having everything you put out there be returned to you by these beautiful beings who just see you in your heart. And the self-consciousness that we feel about, feeling our pain and even excusing it, like, that's not your fault. It's not our fault. We feel the need to hide this pain. But honestly, this is not on you anymore. It's being taken off your back and off your plate to tip the scales back, to reset it so that you can start off with a clean slate and be the light for this world. Because Angel Michael believes in you. He came through like a whirlwind. And if you made it this far, I'm really, really happy for you. And I'm so, so excited to see this. So thank you so much for watching. I'm glad you were able, if you made it this far again, bear witness to me raw energy channeling these guys. Ooh, love you. Shout out to my angels. So thank you so much. I wish you a blessed holidays or whenever you're watching. It's just a blessed day. Thank you and see you next time.